Hi, Leo. This is our mid-December 2019 reading. The Judgment card will be the first card out in this reading. Aquarian energy is, again, the first thing on the table. I started to do your reading with the Radiant Rider-Waite. We got the Star card as our first card out. And then I could tell that the camera needed cleaned off and a couple of other things needed tended to here on my altar. So I just started over with just having had just that one card out. And interestingly enough, when I was recording the first time, I held the Star card up to show you the first card out, and I said, Aquarius energy will start off your reading. And still Aquarian energy is starting off your reading. The Judgment card often speaking of fixed air to me as well. I decided to go ahead and use the Game of Thrones tarot. That's what we're working with now. Information on this deck and any of the decks can be found down below in the description box, as always. Leos. So this mid-December reading, it might just apply to the second half of December, the last couple weeks of December, the end of 2019. But it might apply to the entirety of December for some of you. For others, it really could just be for whenever the reading finds you and resonates with you, as always. We have the Magician card out, some Aries energy on the table. Now this Aquarius and Aries energy that we're looking at, you know, that could just be in your own chart. Could be highlighted in your chart or someone else's chart around this time, around when the reading finds you, for a reason unknown to you. We've also got the Queen of Swords on the table. Queen of Air. Could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra energy. Ace of Coins. A new earthly beginning or opportunity. The Queen of Coins. This could be representing Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy. And I want to get a few more cards out for us Leos. The Nine of Cups, Nine of Water, also on the table. The Lover's card, Gemini energy. One more. Let's get one more card and take a look at these. The Four of Wands, Four of Spears in this deck. It is the Four of Fire. A happy, comfortable, peaceful home and or family life normally. It's what almost always comes through for me with that card. Or a union that secures and stabilizes one. And then the Page of Coins. More Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy, possibly. Possibly. We will look at what's going on, sort of the basics of what's going on astrologically for us. I will, as I'm going through the reading with you. So Leos. I do sense that Aquarian energy is very prominent for you around this time. Now that could be for a couple of reasons, right? We are already to the 19th of December now. Venus actually moves into Aquarius tomorrow. So I'd venture to say that this has very much to do with your love lives, this reading, Leos, or something that you very much love in your life, even if not someone, even if not necessarily a romantic partner, right? Then, of course, we have the winter solstice, and I keep saying Capricorn as well. So just after that, Saturn and the sun will both be moving into Capricorn. Then there's the new moon in Capricorn, which is actually a solar eclipse for us, right? Then Mercury moving into Capricorn, so lots of reasons for that energy to be on the table. And Leos, I really never make the reading totally about the astrology that I see coming through, because I'm still learning to a great extent, learning as I go about astrology, right? So I will say that first and foremost, this is a message about security, about your security, about you building something, creating something, maybe learning something that makes your current situation, your current state more secure. Now, obviously from this image here, maybe we're talking about literally in a financial, monetary sense, but it can be security of any kind. And as some part of you is attempting to move toward this new level of security and is attempting to really be open to it and invite it in, there's also another part of you or another part of your life, right, that is in resistance to it, that is would rather resurrect something from the past, would rather turn backwards. And for some of you, that is not necessarily a negative thing. Because some of you are wanting to resurrect something with a relationship, for example, with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo energy. And if that's the case, then that's what I see happening here around the time this message finds you, or specifically, as I said, at the end of December 2019, at the end of 2019. So for some of you, that is exactly what's happening. But above all else, I do really see, well, as I said, above all else, it's a message of security and of some part of you trying to move toward a more secure state. But at the same time, the reason I said I never make the reading all about the astrology is because in this particular specific case, it seems to want to be. Venus is moving into Aquarius. Here's that energy right off the rip. And then Aquarius's ruling planet is still in Taurus. And here's that sort of clarifying this energy. It's right below it, clarifying that yes, Venus will be in Aquarius, but you also have to think about the fact then that Aquarius's ruling planet Uranus is still in Taurus and going to be there for quite some time. So it's Taurian and Aquarian energy has its paws all over, again, your love life or something that, you know, is of great value that you love in your life. And for a lot of you, what this is actually going to be talking about is self-love, self-worth. There's someone near you, there's someone around you in close proximity to you, or even, again, a part of yourself that is sort of showing up. That someone who seems to have the means to manifest what it is you'd like to manifest. You're watching them do it, they just seem like the type of person who could, or it's an energy you're beginning to embody in certain ways. What is going to become clear to you at some point here towards the end of 2019 or moving into 2020 is that the reason that this version of yourself or this person around you seems to have the means to manifest what you would like to is simply because of how self-satisfied they are. The self-love, the self-worth that they embody, that they practice. That's truly what they're bringing to the table that is giving you or anyone else the impression that they have the means, the wealth, to manifest what it is that you would like to be able to. And they do have the means and the wealth to manifest what you would like to be able to. What you need to see very clearly, see the truth of, is that wealth, the means, is simply the love, the self-love, the self-worth. Truly, that's the wealth that they're holding, that they can then transmute. Now, if we're just talking about you, your own energy morphing and shifting and changing, well, a lot of you are continuing to learn lessons at this time, and I think that what may be particularly highlighted as Venus does move into Aquarius tomorrow is an energy of forgiveness, forgiveness of someone else, forgiveness of yourself. Maybe it is this Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, or maybe that's the part of your chart that has done you a disservice, depending on, you know, what your personal chart looks like. That would be completely specific for each individual. But that just may be the part of your chart that needs addressed. So again, I don't normally make it all about astrology like that. So that gives me the feeling that a lot of you are very interested in researching it. And so I'm kind of highlighting the parts that you should look into. Or, you know, if it's not Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, could be an Aries energy here. Normally, I always say don't get too hung up on the signs. You're looking, though, at a moment of absolution, that forgiveness, when that forgiveness is found for yourself, for someone else in the current situation with you, or for both of you, or just for a situation in general. What you're looking at is the absolution that follows. Karma clearing, because that forgiveness is found for them, for you, for the situation, for all the above. And I think that that karma clearing is what can then allow you to see truly, clearly, keenly to the fact that, again, this magician around you, or energy that you're trying to embody, right, that seems to have the means to manifest whatever they want, whether we're talking about an Aries or anybody else like that, is simply someone who embodies, is simply an energy or a version of yourself even that embodies the self-love and the self-worth that it would take to manifest what you're working on. I think seeing that clearly comes as a natural result of clearing that karma, learning that lesson, earning that forgiveness from yourself, bestowing that forgiveness on someone, on both of you, on the situation. There's something about it that won't allow you to see clearly to your own worth, to the fact that that's what you are admiring in someone else. And if it's someone that you're admiring in a romantic sense, especially if it's an Aries that you are admiring in a romantic sense, then do be aware that there's a new beginning on the table with this individual. Now, this can often be a Gemini energy, and this can be an Aquarius, Geminian, or Libran energy here. Yes. But what I feel, above all else, is that if you have, especially if it plays out like this, if you have a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo that you need to find forgiveness with or for, but you have an interest in an Aries energy, then finding the forgiveness for that earthly energy, or earth-like energy, right? Earth sign energy specifically, perhaps, is exactly what can clear your karma, clear your eyesight, allow you to see that the reason that this Aries energy seems to have the means to give you what you want is because of their own self-love and self-worth. Then in granting that forgiveness and seeing clearly that you just need to possess that level of self-worth and self-love can absolutely give you this new partner, this new path, this new beginning. And maybe it is specifically a romantic beginning for a lot of you, an actual lover. But it's certainly a new partner. It's certainly a new path, a new partner or a path. This is an energy of just choosing to walk a new path rather than the one that you've been on, and maybe with someone else, yes. For others of you, there is a Libran, Aquarian, or more likely Geminian energy who is coming into the picture and offering you a new earthly beginning. So for some of you, that's an extension of what we were already talking about. This is the same individual. You can have a new beginning with them. It offers you something tangible and more secure than what you have been working with, right? For others of you, as I said, there's a resurrection on the table. So we may be looking at a new earthly beginning, a new physical, tangible opportunity for health and wealth, yes, but it might be with someone in connection to someone from your past, because I do see a resurrection for a lot of you. Either way, whether it's offered by this air energy who's coming in and making you an offer of a new job, a new home, a raise, some sort of monetary opportunity, or just an opportunity to create more resources in your life, more time, more energy somehow, right? Or whether it is a renewed beginning of sorts, a resurrection of sorts with someone from your past, or if it's a hope for a new beginning with this Aries individual. In any case, this Ace of Coins, this Ace of Earth, has this Four of Wands, this Four of Fire right below it. A happy, comfortable, peaceful, very warm and inviting, promising home and or family life. Something sane, full of potential and promise. Something comfortable, again, happy, warm, pleasant, inviting. Somewhere you want to be within a group of people, at home that is a place that you feel safe, secure. Again, security is on the table. So much search for, desire for, learning the way to a newer and realer sense of security, but still with this pull towards your past, this desire to resurrect something. So the question then becomes, Leo, can you have a new, more secure, stable, happy, comfortable beginning with someone that you're resurrecting something with? Or is that resurrection going to result in the lack of security? Is that why you need to move on from that situation? Maybe a romantic partner, maybe just be a roommate, or a course of study that you've invested a certain time into, but you feel like you have a relationship with this person or thing. And if there isn't going to be a resurrection, then again, there does at least need to be forgiveness found, absolution found, so that karma can clear, so that your eyesight can clear. That's really what it comes down to. I think some of you, and I can't even completely connect the dots here, some of you can't completely connect why that karma needs to clear in order for you to be able to see clearly. I can't always either, but that is what needs to happen. The forgiveness needs to allow way for the karma to clear, so that you can see clearly what it really means to have the means to manifest what you want. The worth, the wealth, the health, it's in that self-love. So take that example or grow it if this is you already living that way. There's definitely a new beginning, a new opportunity, a new path. And with a partner that it looks like you will have a lengthy entanglement with, you are going to now start new karma with the same old individual, not old, but the same individual from your past, or with a brand new partner or path, right? And if you're thinking if you're thinking of resurrecting something with someone who seems to have the wealth, the means to manifest what you want simply because you admire those qualities about them, this pull towards your past, this feeling that you're not over them or you can't forget about that old path, may just be because you need to see that and learn that lesson. You need to see that self-worth and that self-love that they embody, realize that that's what you're trying to learn from them. That's the lesson you were and maybe still are trying to take from the situation. And that's absolutely something that can leave us all feeling like, oh, I'm not over that person, or I'm not over that situation. I need to repeat that lesson. Maybe, or maybe you just need to see clearly what the situation or the past has already been trying to teach you. Some of you may be attempting to resurrect something with someone just so that you can keep learning from them, just so that you can keep attempting to embody that energy, whereas ultimately you're going to end up moving on from that lesson down the road anyway, right? And this is just a matter of, again, feeling that tug toward them because there is a lesson from that energy that you still haven't fully taken or accepted or taken on as your own, as part of your own energy. And it absolutely is. That's why you recognize it as something that you are trying to learn, as something that you are really, with this karma card here, meant to learn and to eventually embody. That's why the karma, that's why the connection, that's why the lesson. It's yours already. It's part of your energy as well. You just are in a different stage than they are. So I don't think, Leos, that I even want to clarify anything for us here necessarily. This is also definitely a message of love and genuine emotion here. But the emotion may be coming from someone who isn't exactly sure what it is that they have to offer. So again, if you're trying to see and embody that self-love, that self-worth that you see in someone else, then this could very well be you. As we were just saying, you have all of the same wealth to offer. You have all of the same love to offer to others, to yourself, but you're looking at your offering like you're just really not sure what it is. Like you're not really sure. You're kind of confused by what it is that you have to offer. And that, in essence, is what we're talking about. If you don't realize that the means, the tools to manifest whatever you want is actually rooted in, springs from, synonymous with having the self-love and self-worth to allow one to do so, then that's what you're trying to learn. That's what you're trying to understand. And in the meantime, what you have to offer is something that you just don't fully realize or understand. And I always like to point out that that doesn't mean that no one else will. Those that you express toward, those that you share your love with, or your creations of love and expression that you share with the world, right? Others may absolutely see the worth of what you're offering. You just don't at this time. And so good luck. So that's why a lot of you are moving toward this new physical opportunity for wealth and health. That's why you're moving toward this security. You're learning a lesson about what makes you feel secure, how you can build more of that for yourself. And that's why so many of you are moving toward it. And I believe most of you actually moving toward a brand new partnership that stabilizes and secures this type of happy, comfortable home. That said, it all comes down to semantics, right? Because we can at times, and I think this is much rarer, but we can at times have a brand new partnership with someone from our past. Two people can learn lessons that make them like two totally new people, and they can have a new beginning together. And that's why I knew before this reading started that so much of your reading, so much of the end of your month here, Leos, is going to be about just being brutally honest with yourself. And if you would like a personal reading so that I can help you do that, you just check the description box down below for all of the information that you might need. But otherwise, in a general reading, all that I can say to you as a collective of Leos is that you just have to be brutally honest with yourself. Are you both brand new people? Is the forgiveness truly found? Again, whether we're talking lovers, roommates, business partners, etc., it doesn't matter. Or maybe we're talking about just a life path, a course of study again. But is there really forgiveness for the past events that have transpired? And is there enough newness on this path in you, in the other individual, if there is one, that allows it to be a totally fresh beginning? Or does your security and so health and well-being really lie in a fresh start, in a new partner, in a new path? It's absolutely your choice. Again, personal readings can help. I love to do those with you. And if you would rather email me first rather than following a link or the information down below, that email address is lunartickstarot@gmail.com. My name is Aze. I look forward to it. If not, do comment or message and let me know how the reading resonated. If it did, I love to hear. I do hope that the needed insight was able to reach you here. It's a very exciting time, right? This clearing of the karma, this absolution, this is, not only does it need to happen, it's inevitable. This is when I'm looking at what is unfolding for you this month. Absolutely. You've got 3 major arcana cards on the table, 4 with this death card up right here. An ace, a new beginning, and your lovers, your queen of coins, your queen of swords, your 4 of wands. It's all upright. All of the wealth, all of the comfortability, this abundance, it's all upright. This forgiveness or resurrection, this new path or partner, it's all upright. Again, leading us back around to it being absolutely your choice. And the issue that's at the crux here, just being able to be brutally honest with oneself. And yeah, I don't think that we need to clarify. I do think that those parts of your astrology, of your chart that we listed, that I said at the beginning, are something to look into. If that's how you feel at the end of this, that you needed more guidance, that you're not sure which direction to go, but you aren't ready to pay for a reading either, that's what to look into. That's the addition. That's where you can find the additional messages that are here for you. Maybe in 1111 to some extent, with 2 pages on the table. Could hold an additional message or just have particular specific significance for you around this time, sure. But also looking into what Venus moving into Aquarius is doing in your chart. Keeping in mind that Uranus, its ruling planet, is still in Taurus. What area of your chart Aries rules, what area of your chart Aquarius, Gemini rules, right? So yeah, with that, I will say happy 2020, Leos. I truly hope that you make the most of the end of 2019, the most of the beginning of 2020. And I truly look forward to doing another reading for you all just as soon as I can. I love you.